It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, we are here. We're live with the Stan Lee Twitter follow phenomenon that we're doing. Come on, please have a seat. We're going to intro everybody. Oh, good to see you. Hop over here. Can you make it and sit next to Stan?
Hi there. Glad to see you. Okay. Glad to see you.
Hello, how are you? I'm good.
Good.
All right.
Hey, this is great already.
Okay.
I'm ahead of the game already.
All right. Now, we've got a live viewing audience, so for their benefit, I want to introduce everybody, or how about have everybody introduce themselves so we can make sure all your microphones are working. Sure. Chris.
Yes, let's see if my microphone is working.
Make sure they're all on green.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You see, we're putting suspense in this show. Everybody has to find out, is his microphone working? Isn't his microphone working? Boy, it keeps you on the edge of your seat, doesn't it?
All right, so we want to start with Chris.
I'm Chris Gore, longtime fan of Stan Lee.
And that's as it should be.
That is as it should be. Whose mic is not on?
Stan's. I just want to make sure he's number.
Mine is
It's on.
It's on.
What number could he be?
Squeeze in, please.
This is our tech rehearsal.
Already.
All right, come on in.
How have you been?
It's super tight in here.
Get in here.
All right. All right, now we're all in.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Rady, can you hear everybody?
I think we just met Chris.
Okay, we're good.
Check.
So Chris, we just met you, right?
Yes.
Chris
we did.
Gore, superhuman extraordinaire. Let's move on to America.
Hi, I'm America Young, and I'm here for Save Stan's Twitter. Hashtag.
Yes.
Save
How about that?
Stan's Twitter.
Yeah, and by the way, if you're on our website, make sure you click at the top of the page to follow Stan. Our goal is to hit 1 million Twitter followers for Stan. Do not be stingy with your clicks.
And I don't want my brigadiers to let your generalissimo down, so keep clicking.
That's right.
Click away.
Okay, let's move on to...
Hi, I'm Adrienne Curry. I'm pretty much the Kelly Clarkson of top models, and I am here to support the badassery that is Stan Lee.
How about that? That's
Yes.
great. Is that not wonderful?
See, that deserves more clicks right now, so start clicking the follow right now.
The
just for
clicks are deafening me, and that's as it should be. All right, here we go.
All right, let's move on.
I don't have a mic.
Oh, you don't have a... Here we go.
My God, the girl doesn't have a mic. Heads will
where's the
roll.
floating mic? Rady, watch this. We have people like in the back room listening. Give us the handheld floating mic. There
How
he is.
about
Look
if
at
he
that.
just talks very
We-
loud?
We say it and it appears. Here we go.
I'm Thaisa.
like that?
I'm together with my sisters. We are the Sco Triplets. We're singers, actresses, and we're a fan of Stan. So we're here to say Save Stan's Twitter account.
Did you hear
Well,
that?
bless your heart.
Save Stan's Twitter account. They're going to cancel it unless he has 1 million followers.
So click at the top of your screen.
Yes.
All right.
I don't think it's right that she should have a bigger microphone than I do.
Well,
I got
hey
this
now.
little puny thing, and look at that great, lovely machine.
Well, we don't want to block your beautiful face.
No, you're right. Good thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all
He
right.
thinks faster than I do. I hate that.
I'll hand the mic over. Let's keep passing it around. Introduce yourself, sir.
Hey, I'm Dan Furigal, and I'm just here to support Stan, the man, the one and only comic maestro. So save Stan's Twitter.
Okay.
There is
that means
greatness
click.
in that man.
That means,
Definitely. See, listen to him.
every intro means you got to be clicking the follow button, okay? Right up at the top of the page. And if you're not on that page, wherever you are watching this, go to Twitter and find Stan, the real Stan Lee, and
Real
click
Stan
it.
Lee.
Okay? We're in a desperate situation here. Let's pass the mic over and let's keep it going.
I got 2 mics. That's
Oh, yeah,
awesome.
he's got a mic.
Yes.
So dumb.
I was just here because I was told there was free food. Is there free food?
There it is over there.
My name is Brandon Molale, everybody. Hello out there in the universe, and I'm happy to be here because I too am trying to get 1 million followers, but we'll get Stan 1 million tonight first, and then we'll work on mine.
Yeah,
My problem is, after I get the 1 million, what do I do with them? I'll have the biggest brigade in the world, right?
That's
We'll have
pretty much.
Generalissimo. We'll have 1 million man brigade.
We'll
We'll
go
have
for
to
2
find
million, 2
somebody
million.
to fight.
Do a 1 million man march with all of the followers.
Would that be great? And you're all invited.
Did you have a mic on? Oh, there you go.
It's because they're going to be in later.
Oh.
Group 1 is...
Come on.
Well, we're getting
Wait
it
a
all
minute.
done, I guess.
This is a family show.
Family show. It's a family show.
Katrina and the triplets, do you guys mind if we bring you guys late in a little later?
We're being booted.
You'll get more.
I was so happy
You're being
between
saved
Brandon's
for
legs.
later. You're being saved for later.
What's that? I couldn't hear.
Oh, well, basically, everybody
Double
wants to
mic'd
be in
again.
right now, but everybody's going to get their chance, and so we were getting overfilled. You have to understand that you're a rare commodity, Stan, and we all want to gather around you like a giant fire pit and just sort of worship at the genius that exists here.
And whenever I go home, all I get, my wife says, I say, honey, I'm home. She says, take out the garbage. Why don't I get treated at home the way I'm treated here?
Do you know why? Because you don't have 1 million followers, but we're here.
Oh, now you better click. I like the way you segued into that.
Happy wife, happy life, brother.
Very good. Do your clicking, kids.
So we have here also.
Have I got a
in the
million
lounge,
yet? Can you tell?
We can take a look here. It's definitely going up. It's definitely rising. Let's take a look at what some of the chat is saying. For example, we've got, let's see. Kuragari says that Stan Lee is the unobtainium of talent.
I like that.
Right?
I don't even know what it means, and I like it.
I guess unobtainium is more rare than adamantium.
Nothing is more rare than adamantium. We made that up. Go ahead.
So if people in the chat have some questions for Stan, I'll keep an eye on the chat and ask them. But in the meanwhile, I just want to open it up to our guests who are hanging out with Stan. And you guys can just talk. We're hanging out. While they're talking, I swear, if you guys don't start clicking follow on the Twitter, you're going to be banned from all of Stan Lee's creations. You're not allowed to see it.
And if you don't click, I won't talk to these people. And I know you want me to talk to them. So keep clicking. We'll keep talking. Jace will be happy, and everything will be great. Have we hit 1 million yet?
We're not. Well, we're getting there.
Boy, you're awfully slow.
You don't want to see Jace angry.
Wait,
you don't want to see Jace
something's
angry.
not right. Adrian, can you sit here? So Stan is flanked by 2 beautiful women. Then Chris, you can move in.
Sure.
Do you know why I moved, Jace?
Why did you
Because I
move?
realized that the camera's shooting right up my skirt.
Oh, well.
His knees will probably block it if you.
There you
I
go.
almost wore my skirt today
Tuck and
too,
roll,
and I
right?
didn't want to because of that same
Good
reason.
thinking.
That's why I
Good
chose the
thinking.
pants.
Never mind that. Keep clicking.
All right,
Don't
hey,
get
clicking.
Jace angry.
Stan,
Yes.
Captain Talon 447 asks, will you appear in everything Marvel related?
If I can, I certainly will. Now, there is a problem. For instance, in the X-Men movie, they shot that in Montreal. I was busy elsewhere. I couldn't get to Montreal. So unless they do a special shoot for me in L.A., I may not have a cameo in that movie. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Now nobody will go to the movie. Oh,
see,
what
that's
a
right.
terrible thing. No, I may be there. Keep looking. I may surprise you.
Another person wants to ask.
Wait a minute, what do you mean another person?
You've
Isn't
got-
there a name?
Well,
that
the
person
name
went
was-
to all the trouble
Fair
of
enough.
asking the question.
The name was Googliata.
Okay, but
Okay.
Google Yata wants that name known.
Googliata wants to know, when you were in your 20s,
Yes.
what was one of the hardest struggles that you had to get through, and how did you overcome it?
Hardest level of what?
Just struggles, just
Oh,
a
the hardest
challenge in your
struggle.
life. Yeah.
To get to my 30s. It wasn't easy.
He overcame it by eating food. And
Just by,
surviving.
breathing.
by hanging around. Anybody in their 20s, if you want to definitely reach your 30s, just hang around. Don't go away. It'll get there.
Now, we have given some of the chat some attention, but our
Not enough.
Our
Not enough.
celebrities who have fought the long waiting list to be in here to hang with you may want to ask a few questions and talk to you.
Here I
personally.
am.
So we got to give them some time. So please, I open it up to our
If
celebrity
you
panel.
don't have a question, this whole thing will fail. Put your eyes.
You don't need a question.
Okay.
You
when
will
look
destroy
like
an
that. Look
entire
how great
show.
she looks
I
tonight.
do have a question. When you do your cameos in the Marvel movies, I loved your new one in the new Thor. Which cameo has been your personal favorite in the movies that are amazing that we go and set? Like, which one were you like, oh, I liked Spider-Man, or I liked the first Thor when you were like trying to, with the pickup truck and the hammer? Like, what was your epic?
Well, you mentioned the ones I love the pickup one with the hammer. Now, you may not know that, Brigadiers. The reason I love that so much, They let me keep the cap I was wearing in the truck. You don't often get to keep the cap you're wearing, but they let me keep that cap. I kind of like the one in Spider-Man, where Peter Parker is standing in Times Square looking at something, and I walk over to him and I say, sometimes one man can make a difference, because that was dramatic, and it showed the acting chops that I really look out. I like the one in the latest Thor, where I say, can I have my shoe back? I thought that was kind of, I love them all.
Spoiler alert, spoiler alert.
Right.
I've got a question, Stan.
All right.
Is there a character that you never were able to develop fully that you wish would have made it out there in the mainstream that just didn't get off the shelf for some reason?
You know the funny thing? Every one of them made it. We don't have one character that isn't being prepped now for a movie. We have Ant-Man in development, Doctor Strange, the Black Panther, the Guardians of the Galaxy. And I didn't do the Guardians of the Galaxy, but that's okay. I let them slip through. So they're all being done. I don't know how it happened, but it's kind of nice.
It's awesome. We have
keep clicking.
Go yeah, stop.
Just because we're
click
talking.
follow. You need to follow Stan on Twitter right now. It's a click break. It's right at the top of our page. You need to help pay your way through this audience.
Like
okay.
Tony Stark in the window in the video over there.
We've got some of it. There you go.
There
One of the things I want to demonstrate to the people who are watching is how different what we're doing is from television. Now, we have someone in the chat named Chris Lauren, and this person has asked if you would say Excelsior Chris Lauren. Just for that one person.
How much do I get paid?
Scale.
This is a fan that's out there that has never had a chance to even be near you, and this is the one thing that'll make their life. Will you do it?
Can we say for 20 follows?
Yeah.
For 20 follows.
This
20
kid.
follows.
Once he gets
How about
20
for
new
20
followers,
clicks?
Yes.
20 new follows, 20 new clicks, and he will say that.
All right, here we go. Now, what's the name again?
Chris Lauren.
Lauren?
Yes.
I am about to say Excelsior for Chris Lauren.
All right.
Now,
See,
How about that?
that's it. See, and that's the title there. The name is Face Poppies, and now you have literally made that person's whole.
He
whole
better
life.
call
I
his
go
whole
through life
family
making
have
people
it.
happy.
Ringtone
It's
now.
just incredible.
This is.
How good I am at that. I bring happiness. I bestow it wherever I go.
Do you understand now, Chris Lauren, how desperate the situation is that we need to get to 1 million, that Stan Lee has taken time to talk to you when he could be busy creating more epic things.
Or playing with these girls.
Yeah. So if we could all the viewers could please tell everybody who's not watching the broadcast to come watch the broadcast and start following Stan. We need that to happen, and now it is your responsibility, Chris, to make it happen. You are personally responsible for Stan's million.
Good job, Chris.
I hate people who speak better than I do. Would you mind leaving here? What a convincing guy. I wanted to click myself. You got me so emotionally involved in this whole thing.
Is that legal? To
Yeah,
click
can
Can you
yourself?
click yourself?
Okay.
I have a question for you, Stan.
Uh-oh. If it's tough, I'm in trouble.
I saw the documentary about you, and I didn't know that you acted out things for the artists to draw. Where did you develop your acting skill? Because clearly you are on the page acting as certain characters.
I was just born a gifted actor. It's just one of those things. You can't fight it. You're created that way. It's just Laurence Olivier paid so much money not to have me compete with him when he was auditioning for roles. I took the money and I got into the comic book business instead. Larry was a good guy. I said, you can have it. Marlon Brando also. Stan, please, let me be the godfather. I said, okay, I'll keep writing Spider-Man.
You are so gracious, sir.
I am.
I know.
It's one of my main... Keep clicking.
That's right.
It's one of my main abilities.
Keep clicking. We need more followers. They're not. You need to add them faster. All of you are responsible.
I don't understand how we don't have 1 million already.
I don't
We've
either.
been so adorable here, all of us.
We should have a. Do we know how many we've gotten just since we've been sitting here?
It's hard.
10,000.
10,000.
Wow.
That's awesome.
impressive.
Good job,
We've
guys.
only got 10,000?
More.
And
We
we're
got 10
looking for 1 million?
Well,
No.
we just added 10,000.
Oh, I
So
see.
we have about 80,000 more to go.
All right.
And then we'll clear over 1 million.
Well, 80,000 of you, please click once so I can get home and have dinner.
I know. Great. Googly mooglies.
Why would you want to go home that quick when you're sitting next to these two beautiful women, Stan?
You know, that's a question I can't answer.
They stick me.
I finally got one that I cannot answer.
Stan's been stumped.
Yeah, I stumped Stan.
Luckily, you have a whole bevy of women who will be ushered to the store to beg for clicks for you, so you will not be alone when we leave you.
Well, that sounds good, but no bevy is going to exceed you two.
Aww.
They may be equally attractive, but I can't do better than this.
Burnout student, right?
Yeah.
Now, if that isn't worth another million clicks,
I know, click away.
stop paying attention and just click.
The sound of the clicks should be echoing across the entire planet right now.
And you know what I'm going to do? As your generalissimo, the next 100,000 people who click immediately, I give you all a battlefield commission. You are now all second lieutenants in my brigade. Wow. But you got to click immediately. Go!
Do you have any idea how hard it is to become a second lieutenant?
Almost impossible.
I'm not a second lieutenant.
Well, you haven't clicked.
I'm about to unfollow and then follow again.
So you can become a second.
Great idea.
Someone named Noel Green.
Noel Green.
Or Noel Green. I'm not sure which way you pronounce it.
Well, I'd like you to verify that before you give me false information.
They wanted to know.
No, she wants to know.
She or he
Noel
or
is singular.
Noel. I don't know if it's a
But
a
you
guy
can't
or girl.
say they want to know. You've got to say he or she would like to know.
The entity that typed.
It's Noel, like Joel.
It's Noel like
that's
Joel.
a man's name.
Noel like
he
Joel.
would like to know.
He would like to know what one of the best cosplaying costumes you've seen has been. Is there anything that's stuck out in your mind?
Well, believe it or not, there was a guy who went as me. He painted a little mustache on himself, put on very thin hair, a big pair of glasses, and a goofy expression, and he was Stan Lee. And the thing that bothered me, he was better looking than I was.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's right. I
That's
saw
Kevin
that guy.
McShane.
Yes. Your microphone is too far from your mouth because everybody can't hear you.
How's
So
that?
because you have
Is
a
that
tiny
better?
little ear, and
Oh,
that is why.
she's a little
I've never
pixie
been told I
voice.
had tiny ears before.
I'm just saying.
That has never happened.
You should get a lottery ticket today. It's your lucky day.
Yeah, that's a good day.
Is my
That's Kevin
microphone
McShane,
all right?
who's fake Stan
Oh,
Lee.
your microphone is the sound of your voice, the pearly harmony.
I
that-
can shout so loud I don't even need a microphone.
I agree. I
They're
agree.
probably hearing me. What is that?
It's a little kid dressed as
That's
you.
the little kid dressed as me. How about that? Can you show that to everybody, or is it?
Can you show that?
Yeah, you can
Oh, yeah, you
yeah.
hold that up
Wow.
to the camera.
No, show this one. Show this
Show
one.
that to the camera.
Yeah, I already have it on the screen right now.
Oh, you have it on the screen? Okay, yeah.
There goes Max.
That's great.
That's my associate, Max Anderson, doing that. Let's have a big round of applause.
Yeah, Max.
We love Max.
Keep clicking, fellas.
Yeah.
We have someone in the chat room. His name is Mahogany Modo. Wants to know what your thoughts are about tragic villains.
All villains are tragic. The fact that they are villains is a very tragic thing, because most of them have great power, and if they turned their villainy to doing good, oh, what a wonderful world this would be. So my feelings are the heroes have to conquer the bad guys and turn them around into a force for good. And that was one of the dumbest answers I have ever given.
Well, no, I think that's interesting
That's pretty
because you're saying it's not enough just to beat the villain. Part of the hero's job is to get them to turn to good or to see the error of their ways. Is that what you're suggesting?
You see, you're obviously not a very good writer if you need a guy to explain what the hell you meant when you said something. But I do appreciate that, because I was stumbling off to nowhere, and you sort of put us back on
Look,
track.
I'm just
which
doing
you
everything
tend
I
to do.
I'm doing everything I can to get us to 1 million. I don't hear any clicks. We're here in our office, and the clicks should be so loud that they should be rattling the building. Come on,
Your
people.
ear isn't ringing
It's
from all
not-
the clicks?
no, I mean,
Oh, mine is. I just hear so many.
But Stan has over 900,000 followers.
Yeah,
If
that's a
each
lot.
one of those followers gets one friend
One.
to follow, he should be up to almost 2 million.
Agreed.
This should happen tonight. Each
You know,
one of
you're
your
like
900,000.
You're a
Do it.
mathematical genius.
Find a friend and click now.
These are gamers. Like, their hands are made for clicking, right?
Right.
And then
They've
you all
got
go
click
to the
muscles.
movies and you watch the stuff that he creates. You buy the comics that he creates, and then you're just going to sit there and not give back. Okay.
I mean, come
Oh,
on.
I like your attitude.
Okay, I've gotten the signal that we have one last
Bat
moment
signal.
with our celebrities to talk with Stan, and then we've got to cycle in our next wave.
I
Will
just
they
have-
be as pretty as these?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, we have a very attractive crowd here.
I just saw a cool
Thank you for
question
calling
on
me
there.
pretty.
They
I
were
love that.
asking, was there any
very
question?
pretty.
Was
You're
there any
pretty.
character
You're
you
pretty.
created that's based on your personality?
That was I
They're
beat
all
my
based
monkey
on me.
ass out.
They're all
all
based on you?
heroic and noble and wonderful and empathetic and exotic and they're all and heroic, of course. You see, the reason it was so easy for me to write these superheroes, I based them on me. I gave them all the qualities that I have in abundance, and there they go, and they became popular, of course, just as I am. It isn't easy being the wonderful person I am,
No, it's
but I
important.
try to act modest. I try to kind of hold myself back and just be a regular guy. It isn't easy, but I do try.
See, you heard it here live, so you know it's true. There's no
Keep
editing.
clicking.
Keep clicking. There's no
Chris
editing
Gore,
here.
I know you have something in there. What would you ask of Mr. Stan Lee?
Oh,
Before
wow.
we go, I know you've got
Well-
a question brewing in your skull.
He comes
just-
up with tough ones. I wish
Yeah.
you wouldn't encourage.
I just think, Stan, how do you feel you've influenced a generation, not just fans. You influenced filmmakers, other writers, other comic creators. You spawned something. The reason we're all here, the reason we go to conventions, the reason we're going to the Marvel Theater. I don't call it the movie theater anymore. It's the Marvel Theater.
I like that.
Yeah, is because of what you created. I mean, how does that make you feel? You've influenced a generation. Not every person who creates something gets to see what they spawned. I mean, for me, you've had such an influence. Like the Fantastic Four was my gateway comic book. This is the comic book that when I started reading, I said, these are people I can relate to. This is family. You changed the industry. So how does that make you feel?
I'll show you why I'm such a good guest at an interview show. Makes me feel good.
And you heard that here live, so click and follow right
Keep
now.
clicking, people.
All right.
I actually have another cameo for you, Stan, as the Purple Cobra Blazer from Dodgeball. For the sequel, we need to make Stan a new honorary member of the Purple Cobras. How about it, Stan?
Oh, I had never dreamed I could aspire to such heights.
Great. Click away, we'll make it happen, just for you guys.
More
Oh,
clicks.
man, am I glad I came. Thank you, my friend.
All right, I want to thank
Wow.
our celebrity guests for coming and
I don't
supporting.
mind them going. The girls have to go, too.
Everybody's got to go.
Oh,
don't blame
gee.
you.
Hey,
And-
thank you for bringing a little
Thank
bit
you.
of glamour into our little show.
Aw, we love
It's so
bringing
well
the glamour.
appreciated. No kidding.
All
Even
right.
though you didn't have your microphone on right.
No, I still don't. I
But
think
it
my
doesn't matter.
cheeks
You
are getting
didn't
in
say
the way.
anything worth hearing anyway. No, I'm only kidding. Keep clicking.
We're going to go to commercial? Okay, so we're going to go to commercial, and everybody's going to
There
take
are
a quick break.
commercials in this?
Well, it's going to show more cool things about you.
Oh, okay, that's great. That's the kind of commercial I like.
All right, let's do it.
It's the comic book show. Yeah.
Brought to you by
Hi, I'm Adrienne Curry, and I'm here at Elite Lounge Live.
Holy crap, look at this place.
Elite Lounge Live. X-Man's.
Hadouken.
The game side of it was really intense. There's a lot of technology in this game that makes it possible.
My name is James Stevenson from Insomniac Games. Today we're going to play some Ratchet & Clank Full Frontal Assault for Superbot Entertainment, and we developed PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
But there's a reward factor that's happening fast enough that just keeps me going.
I'm old and you're young.
Ashton Kutcher, Lady Gaga, Oprah Winfrey. Hi, I'm recognizable celebrity and personality Chris Gore, and I'm here to raise awareness of a serious problem in our internet backyards. Celebrities with millions of Twitter followers, yet Stan Lee, Spider-Man's dad, doesn't even have 1 million. Please, good people of the internet, stop supporting inanimate objects like Instagram and YouTube and start listening to this man's desperate cries of Excelsior. Won't you follow the real Stan Lee? I already do.
Hey troops, welcome to Stan Lee's World of Heroes. How would you like to see Spider-Man whoop Superman's ass?
Destruction will happen!
That is the worst villain speech. Sake Scheiße.
It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. Yeah.
We're back.
Welcome, guys.
We're back.
We got
I haven't even been away.
He's been here the whole time. He knew what was coming next, so he had to stick around. I'm Lucas Ackerman, host of the Comic Book Show, which you can catch later tonight at 9 p.m., so I hope you stick around. We have some other people here that really need no introduction. First of all, let's introduce Stan the Man Lee.
Oh, I know who I am.
Yes.
That's okay.
He is the
I'm
reason,
very familiar with me. It's all right.
He is the reason why we are here.
Yes.
If you see above us, there is a link to get to follow his Twitter account.
Do it.
If you don't have a Twitter account, I don't know why, create one. Hit that like button or that follow button so we can reach 1 million followers before your birthday, which is coming up.
Yeah, don't we have the million yet? They haven't been clicking fast
I know.
enough.
We're
Stop
gonna get it
paying
today.
attention to him and get in there and click.
Click. We need to hit 1 million.
We're gonna get it today. This is gonna be your early
Don't
birthday
worry
gift.
about disappointing me. It's just look at these lovely
Yes.
ladies. All they want is for me to reach 1 million. Don't let them down.
Mr. Lee is surrounded by the lovely ladies of Team Unicorn. If you don't know who they are, they do wonderful videos on YouTube. I just saw one last night where this one right here, Mylin, was Psylocke.
Yes.
Yes. They all know how big of a fan of X-Men I am. So, and I got you guys Storm here. Storm is here.
Woo!
This is Alicia Marie. Thank you, Alicia Marie, for being here.
I'm not letting go, no matter what you say.
Well,
I'm holding on.
Dan, you created Storm, and there you have it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
she's right there.
I actually have the rest of my girls here. They're just in their street clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Psylocke, we have Dark Phoenix here. We do have Wonder Woman here, but I'm not going to take her this time.
Yes.
I'm not going to take her today.
And you didn't have time to dress, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
And then we also have Teen Wolf's Kiahu. I'm gonna butcher your last name. I swear to God. What is it?
Kahuanui.
Kahuanui. Yes. Thank you guys for being
He's
here.
even struggled with his own last name.
And of course, you guys know Jace Hall.
I'm nobody.
Yeah, he's a nobody. I don't know.
This is
I don't
my
even know why
idea
you're
about
here.
the way a show should be running.
I
here.
honestly do not know why you're here.
It's like a good
Absolutely.
day. This is a good day for everyone.
Guys, this is a very exciting day. We're gonna reach 1 million followers for Stan Lee on Twitter. We are watching your live chat right now, so if you have questions for Stan Lee, please post them. And we're going to start off with a question from Marissa Chastain. She has a question for you. X-Men Gold #1 just came out today.
Explain rule number 1 about what?
X-Men Gold #1, the comic book, came out today.
And Stan, you returned to the X-Men to write a little short story for the comic. How was that returning to...
I actually am unhappy when I hear about the X-Men because I was supposed to... I don't want this to break you up too much, but...
Oh, no. This is the X-Men group right here.
I was supposed to do a cameo in the new X-Men.
Yes.
But they were shooting it in Montreal, and I wasn't able to get to Montreal. I shouldn't be announcing this because obviously nobody will go to the movie now. But I don't have the cameo. Maybe they'll shoot a special scene in LA.
Okay, no, they have to shoot a special scene. Come on.
Yeah, they have to do that.
Didn't they see your amazing cameo
It's not
in Thor
for
2?
me. It's for you. I don't. How could you live without a cameo of me?
I know, in a movie. Wait a minute.
I know, it's so
It won't even be
Look
a
at-
Marvel
that's
movie
insane.
without you.
I like the attitude.
So Lucas, you're saying a new X-Men comic came out,
Yeah,
and
today.
Stan wrote on it?
Yes, after
No,
decades.
I didn't write on it. I wrote a story.
Yes.
in it.
Oh,
Jace, for God's sake, there
Well,
are
I
millions
mean,
of people watching
look,
us.
you spilled coffee on my
I wrote
cup.
on it.
Okay.
So Stan, how does it feel returning to the X-Men after years from
It
writing?
felt good. See, this
Yeah.
is again why I'm a good guest. It felt good.
And you heard that live, so
See, I
click
give
and
these
follow.
scintillating, sparkling answers, right?
Thank you, Marissa, for that question.
Hey, I'm having a good time here. It is nice. These girls are all right.
Yes, Marissa says she loves you.
Well, it's mutual.
Actually, this is Marissa right here in
Hi,
Lounge
Marissa.
Live 7.
Yeah, I'd like to wave, but I don't want to let go.
We
Storm might fly away.
We can't hear her, but we can see her.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I hear somebody.
That's her.
I'm such a huge fan of you. I can't even believe I'm talking to you right now.
She says she's a huge fan, and she can't believe she's talking to you.
Oh, you can believe it, dear.
Believe it.
I know, I can't believe I'm touching.
And anyway, it's good to see you and to hear from you, huge fan. You're not that huge. You look pretty good to me.
Tobar Rax just said, "Look at the girls that Stan has."
I'm looking. I'm looking.
That's
We're all
just a
secretly
statement.
freaks.
You know, when
Maybe
you've
not
got it,
secretly.
you might as well flaunt it, right? I can't
true.
help it. It's this animal magnetism that I seem to possess.
So
What did I
Stan,
say?
Stan, you said you're not going to be in the new X-Men movie for the
Not
cameo.
at the moment. They may find a special way to get me there because they realize how important it is.
You are important.
They realize why people go to the movies, of course.
You haven't made a cameo in an X-Men film since X-Men 3.
Is that so?
That is so.
That's just wrong.
That is
Oh,
wrong.
now that is really tragic. You know, you shouldn't have told that to these girls. You spoiled. They were in a good mood. They were feeling good. Now you've ruined everything.
No. I want to ask you a question, Stan.
Yes.
Did you? Because I know they wanted you to get in Days of Future Past.
Desperately.
Yes. Did you find little tidbits of what their ideas were for your cameo?
I'm sorry. Did I? What?
Did you? Did they give you any clues as to what your cameo might be?
No. I never know. I go to the I usually go to the set when I have a cameo, and somebody says, "Here, Stan, this is what I want you to do." That's the director, and I do it, and I get the hell home. I'm known as one take Lee. I do one take, which of course is perfect, and then I get home.
So you're economical. You're economical to the
It
production.
costs them nothing at all. But I'll tell you a very funny thing that usually happens. I have to go to wardrobe. So one day I was there in a pair of jeans, a pair of sneakers, and a shirt, a blue shirt. So the wardrobe girl said, "Here's what I want you to wear. A pair of jeans, a pair of sneakers, and a blue shirt. Put them on." I said, "You may not have noticed. I'm already wearing that." Well, it doesn't matter. You've got to wear our blue jeans and blue shirt. And I had to take mine off and put theirs on. It's the same goddamn thing.
Wow.
But what are you going to do? That's the movie business, and I don't want to get anybody angry when I'm doing my commercial.
Well,
my
hold
cameo.
on. We just heard an exclusive story, and why? Because we're here trying to get Stan Lee to 1 million Twitter followers.
Oh, I almost forgot about that.
So I don't
Keep
want to.
clicking.
So you need to click. We have it on our site. You need to find the real Stan Lee on Twitter and follow. But we need to get this done. We need to get him to 1 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not hard.
And it's the least you could do. Look at all we're doing for you.
I know.
We're
Stan.
making you look at all these beautiful girls. We know you don't want to, but you're doing it anyway.
That's right.
So this is a very rare moment for all of us. Does anybody have a question for Stan while we're here?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
They
well,
look
yeah.
like they could answer
Well,
a
Deep,
couple.
burning questions that you've always wanted to ask him. Let's ask him.
Well,
live
you know,
here.
let me tell a little story here.
Yes.
Our celebrities that are here with you, Stan, have fought on a huge list to get to the top to make it in here with you.
Yeah, we
So
fought.
out
They're
of
all
a,
prize
out of a
winners,
cast
I
of
know.
millions,
Yep.
here they are.
I was clawing some people in the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
So
fun.
we're gonna
I don't
give.
want to talk about it, but I did have to take the life of a puppy.
See? So it's only fair to give them the forum to talk to you for a second and just ask
I
whatever
would
you guys
be
want to ask.
happy. Nothing would make me happier than to
werewolf
talk
puppy?
to these lovely ladies.
Oh my God.
If they could ask me a
Yahoo.
question, I hope it's an easy one.
His name was Kiahu.
What did
All
you
right.
say? Did we interrupt you? I'm sorry.
No.
No.
Everyone's like, he's like over here by himself. No one's talking to him. He's like,
Everybody abandoned me for Stan.
So, what do you guys have for Stan after
said a
making it
burning
through the
question.
long list?
Burning question.
you have a burning. Go ahead, burning question.
No, I was asking if you had a burning question.
No, I was saying I do. I'm just happy to be sitting here with everybody, and right now I'm beside myself. I know I'm going to get home tonight.
No,
and
she's
so
beside me. And that's the way I like it.
Do you have a favorite superhero, like in general? Like who's your? You don't have.
Not really. I love them all. Whichever one I was writing at the moment was my favorite.
Okay.
And if I have to have a favorite, maybe it's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because he's the one who really he's known throughout the world, and he looks more like me than any of them.
Now, earlier, Chris Gore had mentioned that you would do poses for your characters. Did you actually do the Spider-Man pose for the artist?
Well, I tried to help the artist. I would say, this is the way I think it ought to look. These are the poses. And then he did it his own way, paid no attention. That's all what I said. But it made me feel good. I felt I was contributing a little something.
Right.
I have a burning question.
Yes.
Okay.
It is hot in here, guys.
Who do I have to take out to get myself put in Halle Berry's position?
Oh, Halle Berry.
For the very
You
next
never take Halle Berry out.
I feel like that's
to be Storm.
Oh, gosh, that is funny. Yeah, Halle Berry.
Look at this
Oh,
outfit.
we almost lost something.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Good
We
job.
got a special guest.
Look at that. How about that? Does this mean we've hit 1 million?
Well, it might. Doug, can you hear us?
Actor Doug Jones.
Hey, yes,
Oh,
I can.
no.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that the old Silver
Rady
Surfer?
has
That
it
is
muted.
Silver
No.
Surfer.
How about that? Where's your surfboard, Doug?
Rady needs to unmute 10.
Well, I wish
Can
I
you
had
hear
my
what he's saying?
We can't hear him yet. Doug, we can't hear you yet.
Hello.
Keep yelling hello.
Shouting won't help. You need a microphone.
We'll just
Can you hear
You look good.
You
Looks great. A lot of emotion.
No,
A lot of energy there. That looks
Are you
good.
sure?
We'll just do
Is
charades.
he
The
coming
next
out?
Silver
Is audio
Surfer,
coming
you're
out
in.
that other TV?
Yeah.
hear me? Can you hear me?
Who can
Hello?
read lips?
Well, no, she can read lips.
He's saying hello.
I know,
can tell you
right?
that.
I know
Really
exactly. Wait a
good
minute.
at
Can
it.
you read lips? Can
No.
you read lips?
She can.
I can hardly read
Alicia's
words.
an
Oh,
expert.
goodness gracious. Superheroes. I love you too. I'll do half of one.
If you guys don't know who that is,
Jen,
Doug Jones
stick your
was
head out. and look
Silver
at that TV.
Surfer in
Oh, he is
Fantastic
Jen.
Four,
He's doing
Rise
a
of the
Stick
great
your
Silver
head
Surfer.
out there and look at the TV, and
Okay.
can you hear Doug?
He's done okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear
You
Doug?
can't hear Doug out of that TV.
Yeah.
That's
And
a yes?
he's not muted.
You know, he could be clicking
It is
instead of
slow.
doing
Maybe
that.
I can hear you.
Is his microphone on?
What should we do?
Have you tried?
His
Tried
microphone.
turning it off and then turning it
Does
back
he
on.
realize we can't hear him?
He can hear us, so he
Oh, he
knows.
can hear us.
Oh, he
Yes.
can?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might be able to turn
He can
on.
He
hear
said he can hear us.
Ah, good. I'm
He said he
glad you
can
can hear us.
Okay.
I
Okay.
wish we knew what you were saying, but I'm sure it's something clever
Well,
If he
and
speaks
enjoyable.
slow, I could hear him
Let me
maybe.
Yeah.
try. Let me
Maybe.
try something.
Maybe.
If you speak slow, Alicia reads lips.
I might be able
Yes,
to hear
if
you.
you
Yeah.
speak slow,
We can
Alicia can translate.
Have you tried plugging it in?
But if you have an accent, forget it.
Is that true?
I can
we
read
have
lips, but if
some
you.
people here in the lounge that say they can hear me. I've been getting some thumbs up from some people
Thumbs
saying.
up.
Oh, he's saying give me a thumbs up, people here in the lounge. You said one.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So everybody else on
I
Skype
like
here
him
can
getting
hear
more
me
attention
except.
than me.
He said everyone else on Skype can hear him?
Oh, everyone on Skype?
I guess so. Yeah.
Huh. Weird.
You are
Doug,
so
you're the
good
star
at
of the show.
It's like a superpower.
All of a
You're
sudden,
really
it's the
good.
Doug
Oh,
show.
You can, on the lounge broadcast, but not in
No,
Skype,
it's not.
right?
Stan show.
This is the Stan show.
So-
Stan and Doug
Click
show.
the button, million followers.
Okay.
Yes, the button is right up here, guys. If
Doug,
you just
have you
click
clicked
it,
the follow
you'll be able to
button?
follow
Are
him
you
right
following
away.
Stan?
I'm sure actor
Let's
Doug Jones
see.
is following.
I'm not going to put my hand up because it would mean I have to let go
Yeah,
of
you
these
don't want to
kids.
do that. Don't do that.
Kiao, do you have a question for Stan while we're trying to fix this
We're
audio
railroading
problem?
over you. We are. Go ahead.
Where am I?
You,
Does Doug have a question?
you are on planet Earth. You're with God right now. If you have a question for God,
That was what that
now
voice was.
now is the time to ask him.
A question for Doug.
For God.
Doug, why the hell don't
God.
you talk louder?
You've created the Marvel universe. You are a god.
True, I admit it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
I'd be the first guy to admit that. I
Yep.
want no argument about it.
So what's
But
the burning question that you have for Stan the Manly,
It has to be
aka
burning.
God?
It has to be burning.
And make it easy. It's been a tough day.
Of the original Uncanny X-Men, which
Whoa.
Whoa.
which of them was your favorite?
Who was my favorite?
Yeah, who was your
Yeah,
favorite
the
X-Men
original Uncanny
character?
X-Men.
Well, I mentioned that Spider-Man probably, but my next favorite has to be Iron Man. Because he's so much like me. You know, the women all love him. He's intelligent. He's glamorous. Yeah, I would have to. How Downey got that role
perfect.
instead of me, I'll never know. But
You were-
hey,
you were
it's, you know, it's the breaks. He didn't do a
Wardrobe-
bad job.
It's because he got that role because you could do the awesome cameo, Stan.
I think you're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
They said who could act most like Stan Lee,
Right.
and the son of a gun got it.
So Stan, for like the younger generation who are into comic books and comic book movies, do they know you as the creator of these comic books, or do they know you as the guy who makes cameos in all the Marvel films?
They hardly know me at all. I have to, when I go over, I have to remind them, "Hey, I'm Stan. You remember?" No, they recognize me. Oh, they say, "Jesus, he's still around." What are we gonna do? I don't know. Give him a chair somewhere and a Coke, and he won't bother anybody.
And touching on your cameos, is there any plans for you to make an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cameo on the TV show
what
on
kind of
ABC?
cameo?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. On the TV show.
Agents
the
of
TV
S.H.I.E.L.D.?
show,
an
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
You know, I'm surprised that they haven't asked me.
Really?
Ooh.
Oh, you know what?
Okay,
Wait a
petition.
minute. We got 1 million people tuning in.
Yes.
Thank you.
All of you, contact Fox. They've
I-
got to get me a cameo in Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
And I mean now.
That's
Yeah.
right. We
But
demand
that's
it.
after you've clicked.
That's after you click. So, Doug, what we're going to do is we're going to have you call a different Lounge Live Skype address, and then when you call that, we'll be able to hear you. So, Lounge Live 5. So, hang up and then just dial Lounge Live 5.
He doesn't want to hang up. So far, it's been
like-
the Doug show.
So, Lounge Live 5, just dial that number.
I'll
And it will answer, and we'll see you.
Can he hear you?
Yeah, he can hear us.
He can hear us.
Yeah, he can.
Oh, that's great. He looks weird.
He's like, this is too technical for me. He's like, this is
So,
too technical
so
for me.
Adam, you need to switch us back to the Skype grid.
All right.
Perfect. So he will call, and then
Okay.
we'll hear him just fine.
Yeah.
In the meanwhile,
Well, someone did
Where
ask.
are all the people? Oh, there we are. There's our main screen.
Okay.
Are they clicking or are they just watching?
They've
if you're
already
just
clicked.
sitting without clicking, you know, you're getting Doug very angry.
All these guys right here have already followed you.
Okay.
They are following you
Yes.
every step of the way.
Iron J Wolf wants to know if you've ever considered writing or drawing something outside of superheroes.
Are there things outside of superheroes?
There's really
I
not.
didn't know. I had no idea.
There's really not.
Ever considered? Why? Yeah. Why?
What's
yeah.
happening?
Where Doug's gonna call Lounge Live 5, which he is.
You know,
That's no.
one
Someone
of
else
the
called it.
people- I keep seeing this question over and over and over again on the scroll there, and it's, what do you think of Superior Spider-Man?
Oh, yes.
Do you have any thoughts
I
on
think
that?
he's very superior.
He's superior.
Stan,
Yes.
what they're doing now in the
It's okay,
comic
Mr.
books.
Brian, T-
Oh,
I
Brian!
won't.
Brian
I
wants
won't,
us to
Brian.
give you
No
a
hugs
hug.
from me. Nope.
Oh, Brian C.
I get to be in it.
While the hugs are going on, I want to remind the
Oh, that's
audience.
great.
This is a Twitathon. We're trying to get Stan Lee up to 1 million Twitter followers. So if you're not following, go ahead.
I'm surprised people
tweet
aren't.
out to your followers.
You don't
and
think-
tell your followers to follow.
Yes.
You don't think
I
I'm
think that's
sitting
what you
here
do.
between these beautiful women just for fun, do you? It's to get your Twitter vote or whatever the hell you call it.
Stan, it doesn't look like you're having any fun at all. I'm sorry.
No,
I
That's
apologize.
You know, I
It's a
wish I were
sandwich.
somewhere drinking beer, but I have to put up with these girls.
Oh,
I'll
yes.
put up with it because I'm that kind of guy.
But Stan, what they're doing right now in the Spider-Man comic books,
Is what?
they put Dr. Octavius, or Dr. Octopus, I'm sorry, into his mind is in Spider-Man's body.
That's right.
So
But you actually didn't say it wrong. You see,
Yeah.
I named him Otto
Octavius,
Octavius.
yes.
But then his nickname became
Dr.
Dr.
Octopus,
Octopus,
yes.
which I then shortened to Doc
Doc
Ock. I don't want you to feel that you have stumbled
Thank
or
you,
said
Stan.
anything wrong.
I'm sorry.
You
I'm
did it
trying to
beautifully.
prevent myself from having seizures
All right.
being
And
in your
now,
presence.
now that he has Spider-Man's essence inside of him, who knows what will happen? I'm not going to give the result away, mainly because I have no idea, because nobody checked with me.
Well, I got a follow-up question on that.
All right,
Has
I'll give you a follow-up answer if I may.
Has Marvel ever done anything to your characters that you disagree on? That
Never.
you were like, what do you
Never,
think you're
and
doing?
even if they did, I wouldn't admit it. They'll fire me.
There's Doug.
No, what's that?
Doug,
Yay, we can hear you.
Hey, Doug. Son
Welcome,
of a
Doug
gun.
Jones, everyone.
You're not as big on screen as you were, but you're still adorable.
Thank you, Steph. Papa Stan, it's so good to see you. And you know what? I've been following you for a long time on Twitter, so I think it's about time everybody follows suit. Hello.
All right. He says he's been following you for a long time on Twitter, and everybody else should follow suit until.
How did you get
Oh,
this
he's
out?
back
How did that
again.
happen? Wait a minute.
We can't hear you again.
No, when Rady changes it, Rady, you have to leave it on the grid. There you go. Now we can hear you.
Here we are. We're okay now, Doug.
And you know, one of my very favorite Stan Lee cameos was in the movie that I got to play the Silver Surfer in, the Fantastic Four sequel, when he came to the wedding of Storm and Mr. Fantastic, and was trying to get in as himself, Stan Lee, and they wouldn't let you
They wouldn't let you in?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
In the cameo.
That's right, in the cameo where you couldn't get into the wedding.
For the Fantastic
Oh,
Four
you
sequel?
liked that one, did you? I did too. I did too. That was a
Stan Lee, I
fantastic.
really am. No, seriously.
Yeah, it was a Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah,
I
Rise of the
wanted to
Silver
go to the
Surfer.
wedding, and I said, I'm Stan Lee, and the guy, yeah, you're Stan Lee, and he pushed me the hell out of there. It was
Now-
very undignified.
You made the same cameo in the comic books for that, the Fantastic Four comic book.
Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
you were trying to the wedding, and
People treat me badly in books and real life and everything. The only place I'm treated well is right here.
Yeah.
Man, this is great.
and on Twitter.
I know.
Stan's at over 900,000. We're so close. We're so close. We need like 75 more thousand people. We can do this.
We're getting
Stan,
it.
what is your favorite
Okay, do you wanna do
cameo
that now?
that you ever did?
I really love them all. I thought the one where I was a truck driver was cute.
That was
Yeah,
And
that's a good one.
I liked the one where I was a librarian stamping books.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one was great.
And
The Amazing
Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
was fighting the lizard in
Yep.
back of me, and I couldn't hear it because I was wearing earphones. And I hope that the music lovers who were watching noticed that my rhythm was so perfect, the way I was kind of bobbing my head in perfect cadence to whatever the hell the song was. And I liked that. I liked them all because every time I look at one of my cameos, I say, "Damn, I'm good." I wonder.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, besides clicking, there are a lot of people out there, and in here. If you could use your influence with the Motion Picture Academy, don't you think they should have a Best Cameo of the Year award?
Why not?
Yeah.
All right, I'm counting on you, all my brigadiers.
Start the
I'm counting on
petition.
you.
There honestly would be no competition. You
That's
would win
why
every year.
That's why I want it.
You would win. I don't know if you guys saw his cameo in Thor 2: The Dark World, but it's hilarious.
It's really good.
Every cameo I see you
I
in, it's
tend
just
to be hilarious. By the way, I've got my acceptance speech already written, so I hope the Academy does this, because I don't want to waste this brilliant speech that I've done.
On that note, I've been notified by our team that it is time to do a 2-minute break, and this gives you a chance to go to Twitter and follow The Real Stan Lee.
Click right here.
And click.
And click. We're trying to get to 1 million. Don't let us down. Stan has made himself available.
We haven't got 1 million yet.
Come
I
on,
can't
people.
believe it.
So close.
All right.
Tell them we're so close. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, guys, if you have Facebooks, post links to @TheRealStanLee. Use your Facebook, use your Twitter, use all your social media that you have. Tumblr.
This is a
Facebook.
desperate situation.
Please.
This is life and death. Okay?
It is.
Treat this.
Life and
This is
death.
serious. And now we're going to go to commercial.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. So long. So long, all.
It's the Comic Book Show. Yeah.
Brought to you by
Hey, troops, welcome to Stan Lee's World of Heroes. How would you like to see Spider-Man whoop Superman's ass?
And destruction will happen. That is the worst villain speech. Sake, Scheiße.
Hi, I'm Adrienne Curry, and I'm here at Elite Lounge Live.
Holy crap, look at this place.
Elite Lounge Live. X-Man's.
Hadouken.
The game side of it was really intense. There's a lot of technology in this game that makes it possible.
My name is James Stevenson from Insomniac Games. Today we're going to play some Ratchet & Clank Full Frontal Assault for Superbot Entertainment, and we developed PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
But there's a reward factor that's happening fast enough that just keeps me going.
I'm old and you're young.
You've seen it before. Celebrities with 1 million Twitter followers and no real reason for it. What if I were to tell you that Stan Lee, the man who co-created Spider-Man, the X-Men, and the Avengers, has half that many? Half. A small number for someone who's brought twice as many smiles to so many faces. How many aren't reading this desperate man's cries of Excelsior over the internet? Just one click fixes all that. Follow the real Stan Lee today. One simple click. That's all it takes. Won't you follow?
It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. Yeah.
Time watching and click. Jace,
all right, we're in. We're back. We've got Doug Jones up on Skype. Hi, Doug.
Hiya, Doug.
Hug a Doug a day.
Live today from Vancouver, Canada, where I'm filming Falling Skies.
Vancouver, Canada.
Doug Jones, what's up, buddy?
Hello, hello.
And
I miss you.
And we also have Stan Lee.
Hi there.
You may know of him. And we are doing a desperate Twitter-thon. Because it is imperative we get Stan Lee to 1 million Twitter followers right now.
Right now.
Okay?
Because when I found out I didn't have 1 million followers, I almost disbanded my brigade and gave up my generalissimo rank. I was so shocked and disappointed.
No.
Do you see what we're dealing with?
It's up to you to keep me in the action.
Right now. Do it. Do it now. There's no excuse.
Just click up there. Somewhere up there.
Or down
And
there.
if you want these pretty girls to stay here so you can keep looking at them, you better keep clicking.
There you go.
If you want to date with us, you just have to tweet #SaveStan's
There you
Twitter.
go.
And follow.
Done.
Handsome
Yes.
guys right
Yeah.
here.
There you go.
We're available. If anyone cares. At all.
My illustrious co-host is going to intro everybody, so you know who's here, because we all know who Stan Lee is, of course.
You better.
But everybody else is going to get some introductions, and so that the audience that's watching can know what's going on.
That'll be very helpful.
So,
What's up, everybody? I'm Wes Calmer from the Comic Book Show. You know that guy. His name is Jace Hall.
Hi.
That's Mr. Benjamin Dunn from Geek Hero.
Benjamin Dunn from Geek Hero.
Yes, that's right.
Hello.
Hi, man.
He said hi to you. He just peed his pants. Shira Lazar from What's Trending.
Hi.
Hi there. Good to see you. And what the hell is trending?
Save Stan's Twitter.
This is what's trending.
That's what it should always be trending. Now I'm gonna try to say your name. You're
Far away.
They're ignoring you. He went right past you and you. I'm shocked.
I'm trying to save the best for last.
I'm
sorry, dude. We're kind of screwed. We're just gonna have to deal with that. We have Dan Fergurl. Furigal. I was totally close.
Close.
Dan Furigal.
Yes. Furigal.
Yes.
Perfect.
Furigal.
I have written your name in so many articles about the show that I know how to spell it now too.
Let's hear it, Farley.
You seem familiar, sir. Where would we know you from?
Spartacus.
Yes. Spartacus.
Yes.
Agron.
Yes.
From
Agron.
Spartacus, the TV series. That's right. You have clothes on. That's
I do.
why.
That's a different thing.
Oh, that's funny.
He was just telling me how they painted abs on.
Yeah,
on
by
him.
the end of the season, we, stopped training and would paint abs on us so we still look
Jace,
fit.
I told you, I don't like people more colorful than me.
I don't know how we got through security.
I'm
just doing everything I can to get to the million. Yeah, it's for the million.
All right. If that'll help.
Katrina Law, also from Spartacus.
Oh, yes. Yes, Katrina Law from Spartacus.
She's wearing clothes too.
Yeah, see, you don't recognize them because they've got their clothes on and they're not killing people.
We apologize, especially because she's wearing clothes. But hey, accept her in any form. Let's not be judgmental.
You might not know what's going to happen by the end of this.
Oh!
Get a million tweets. 1 million tweets. You never know.
Stanley is here.
Stan, that's commitment right there. Women are actually going to get naked for your Twitter. How does that feel, sir?
I'm just wondering how quickly I can get rid of you guys.
let's just leave it. And then, of course, the lovely Jenna Busch.
Hello.
What haven't you done?
Okay, well, I co-hosted a show with this guy.
The big thing is we shared a show together, right?
I love Stan. And I'm the entertainment editor for Fan Voice. I'm writing a comic book series based on The Pretender and I don't know, some other stuff.
Like 900 other things.
900 other things.
Gotcha. So
multi-talented, I call them multi.
Okay.
And Stan, apparently you've created a couple characters.
I did my best.
You did your best. Well, keep at it. You'll get your big breaks.
I'm going to stay with it. I really am. I want to do more shows like this.
Well, and speaking of shows like this, one of the things we're demonstrating is that we are live, and this is real, and we interact with the audience. And Teen Wolf asked if they could ask questions, and yes, you can ask questions, and we're keeping an eye on that. You can ask anybody here a question. Doug Jones is here. You can ask him a question. We're all here raising awareness about the situation of Stan's Twitter, which is not where it needs to be.
No.
Okay, so we all need to come together as a unit and support Stan in this
imperative.
desperate situation.
The real Stan Lee.
I don't want to plead. I don't want to beg, but you reach a point where you've just got to level with your followers. And I want you to know the old Generalissimo needs your clicks.
Oh, look at this.
And don't let me down because it's a cold, cruel world out there.
Danny Dan would like to know what superpower you would like to have.
Well, believe it or not, if I had a choice of any superpower that I could have, I would want luck.
Oh, really?
Now think about it. If you're lucky, everything would go right for you. A villain takes a shot at you, the bullet misses. The lottery takes place, you win the lottery. You like that girl, she suddenly falls in love with you. Whatever it is, you're lucky. That's the superpower, people. But you can't have it. I said it first.
Yep.
Don't you already have it, though, Stan?
Not enough.
There's never enough.
There's only so much luck can go around.
Oh, and also not to be forgotten, Mr. Doug Jones on Skype, who is most famously known as Bette Midler's zombie boyfriend in Hocus Pocus.
Billy?
That's right. My favorite role.
We'll talk about the Silver Surfer, being that was one of Papa's creations.
I mean,
this man represents one of my favorite characters, the Silver Surfer. And when casting for the ideal Silver Surfer, we not only wanted a man who physically could resemble him, but we wanted a man of that high moral tone, a man of the intellectual property that could only represent the Silver Surfer. We couldn't find that man, but luckily Doug was around. No, I'm only kidding. Doug was the perfect Silver Surfer.
Hell yeah, he was.
And speaking of which, Stan, I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
The biggest honor of my life was to be able to play the Silver Surfer on film for you. When I researched the role, looking at the old comic books, the way you wrote the Silver Surfer was so incredibly poetic, speaking about the human condition and what we're doing to each other and to our planet. Were these thoughts and feelings of the real Stan Lee as well?
Okay, what Doug said was it was a huge honor for him to play the Silver Surfer.
Oh, I imagine so, of course.
And there was a lot of the human condition imbued into the story of the Silver Surfer.
Absolutely.
So were these, and correct me if I'm wrong, Doug, but the question that you asked is, were these aspects of the human condition things that were part of your own experience, or, you know, part of you being imbued into the Surfer?
Everything I have ever written has been part of my own philosophy, my own experience, the wonderment of me. And no less the case in the Silver Surfer. The Silver Surfer represents the highest idealistic level of Stan Lee. And we can't all attain to that nirvana, but we can keep trying.
I have to interrupt the group to announce that over in the Cam 4 there is someone holding a Stan Lee book, and it might be Todd McFarlane.
Hey, Todd, where is he?
Oh, look at he's reading. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, Todd McFarlane has called in to support Stan's Twitter. He finds it to be an absolute shame he's not in a million.
Todd.
Hey, how's everybody out there today?
Great. Good.
I told you not to butt in when I'm doing this sort of thing. I don't need a guy who's got more fans than me, who's better known than I am, who's more talented than I am.
He's holding
Why
the
don't
picture.
you go watch the Thor movie again or something and let me do what I'm doing here.
Hey, Stan, I'm reading my favorite book again.
He's reading his favorite book?
Which is that?
Yours.
He's holding your Stan Lee
Your
Universe
Stan Lee
book
Universe.
up.
Oh, wow. You've only got one of those books? Where's your collection? No, I want to tell you something. For all of you millions of people who don't know who the hell Todd McFarlane is, this is one of the great writer-artists. This is the man who created something or other. I can't remember the name.
There's a little thing called Spawn.
Spawn! I was just
little
testing
known.
you. Who created Spawn? This is the guy. I don't know if you remember, Todd, when you were at Marvel and we got together once, and I said, you're one guy who knows how a superhero should stand in a heroic pose with the wind blowing the cape and everything. Todd is so perfect for visualizing any sort of story. He knows characterization. I hate him because he's more talented than I am, but aside from that, he's a great guy. Now please go away so it can be my show.
I thought you looked a little bit like Hugh Hefner.
I know, I said that, Hugh Hefner.
What about Hugh Hefner? You said you looked like Hugh Hefner with all the girls.
All of us ladies.
I got to tell you, Hugh Hefner is, well, he's not exactly a drinking buddy of mine, but we're friendly. And he's always asking me for tips on how to, make it with a girl. And I don't know. I don't think it's right for me to share my secrets.
I don't know, Stan, you and I had a whole discussion with Elvira about whether or not somebody could be a bad kisser.
Could be a what?
A bad kisser.
That's right. That's right. And where is Elvira? Why isn't she here?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, but I remember that discussion.
Yeah.
You know
I told
where
the
I
story-
met Hugh Hefner? I met him
Hey,
in a
I've told the
men's...
story before that the first time I met Stan, I was about 16 years old.
God, you must have been impressed.
I was a closet comic book collector. I happened to be down in the Miami area playing some baseball. We were staying overnight at a hotel, and they said there was a comic
deluxe
book convention
hotel.
going on. And Stan Lee happened to be one of the guests there, and he was gracious enough to let a little 16-year-old geek wannabe sit next to him all day long, just peppering him
I
with
couldn't get
questions.
rid of you.
Yeah. No, again, I know, Stan. You've had millions of people around you, but that was actually a big day for me. That I got to hang around, ask you questions about the profession I wanted to get into, and you were gracious enough to be there for 4 or 5 hours, just letting nobody like
I'm known
me.
for my graciousness. They've all commented about that.
No. Well, and the thing is that your energy on that day, over 35 years ago, is just as contagious as it is today. And I brag about you and how.
I'm very
how-
braggable.
I think more celebrities could learn how to deal with their fan base from the way that you actually treat your.
You give them orders and you tell them what to do. That's what you do with the fan. Now, all of you brigadiers, your generalissimo is telling you. Tell them what we want them to do.
We want you to click follow on
up here.
Stan's Twitter,
Here.
the
Please
real
do, up there.
Stan Lee.
That's what's happening.
Todd
Unless you wanna-
McFarlane is here telling you too.
Unless you want to be ushered out of the core.
That's right.
I know you don't
Don't
want
want that. I don't want to do that. Now
and
that's
those who click enough and build us up to that million we're looking for, I will award you each a battlefield commission. You enter here as privates, you leave as second lieutenant.
Second
That
lieutenant.
heart.
You see that?
That's a way to outro. That's all the time we have with these lovely people. Any last questions for Stan, guys?
Coming from our celebrity panel.
Our celebrity
Question?
panelists. Oh, what? Go ahead.
Stan, what led you to the creation of X-Men?
What led you to the creation of the X-Men?
Greed.
Greed. That's
the best answer
it.
ever.
That's it.
All right, we're gonna break to a 2-minute commercial and get Stan a rest. And Todd and Doug, please stick around if you can. And
Hey
Stan-
guys, it was great seeing you, but don't become
We'll be
pests.
back.
And we're gonna jump to commercial.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
All right.
It's the comic book show. Yeah.
Brought to you by
Hey troops, welcome to Stan Lee's World of Heroes. How would you like to see Spider-Man whoop Superman's ass?
Destruction will happen! That is the worst villain species. Scheiße.
Hi, I'm Adrienne Curry, and I'm here at Elite Lounge Live.
Holy crap, look at this place.
Elite Lounge Live! X-Man's.
Hadouken.
The game side of it was really intense. There's a lot of technology in this game that makes it possible.
My name is James Stevenson from Insomniac Games. Today we're going to play some Ratchet & Clank Full Frontal Assault for Superbot Entertainment, and we developed PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
But there's a reward factor that's happening fast enough that just keeps me going.
I'm old and you're young.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I'm Jenna Busch from the interwebs. How many Stan Lee cameos in TV and film have you enjoyed over the years? The Big Bang Theory, Iron Man, Spider-Man, shows and films that no one would have seen without him. Heck, the Avengers would have been a complete flop without him. So isn't it a tragedy that poor Stan has less than 1 million Twitter followers? It's heartbreaking. But now you can do something to help. Just one click could change the life of a man who's brought you so much joy. It's time to follow the real Stan Lee today. And you'll get something out of it too. Your Twitter feed could be full of excelsiors and meaningful advice from your generalissimo instead of cat pictures. Well, except for the picture of the cat dressed as Stan Lee. That's completely different. Follow the real Stan Lee today. Won't you follow? I will. And so will this cat.
You've seen it before. Celebrities with 1 million Twitter followers and no real reason for it.
What if we were to tell you that Stan Lee, the man who co-created Spider-Man, the X-Men, and the Avengers, has half that many?
Half. A small number for someone who brought twice that many smiles to so many faces. How many aren't reading this man's desperate cries of Excelsior over the internet?
One click fixes all of that. Follow the real Stan Lee today.
Won't you follow? I will.
I will.
I will.
It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. Yeah.
Okay, we're back live. We're back live, and
Here
we
we go.
packed in everybody because Stan's running out of time.
What?
Time is of the essence here, so if you haven't followed Stan's Twitter, you're killing us. I mean, Stan is, you have any idea, he's an international man of mystery. He's taken time to come here and to boost Twitter, and you guys aren't clicking fast enough. All these celebrities, these important people, they have fought on a huge list just to be here, and they've made time to support it. So, damn it, people. Click.
And I gotta tell you, I never had a better time. We have to have more drives like this. When I finally get 1 million, we have to have another drive for 2 million because I'm having a terrific time.
Now you're getting greedy, Stan.
How many do you have? How many followers does Stan
About
have?
20.
No, how many?
I don't know. I've never counted them. Jace might know.
Stan has
Jace,
900,000
how many do we have
followers?
now?
Yes. He's got
close.
Yeah,
That's how we gotta get him 1 million.
we're making progress.
I don't even have 10, and you have 900,000. Screw this guy.
No, but I'm famous and talented.
Yes.
You know what? Screw this guy. Spread the love. Follow us. He's got enough. I didn't know you had 900,000.
Point up here. Follow
Look,
Stan.
900,000.
I'm surprised it's
I
not
think
in the
it's down
millions.
here now.
It should
Somebody's
be.
been derelict in their duty.
That's right. It should be
Wow.
billions.
Look, 900,000 is as good as zero. Okay, we need a million. It's 1 million or nothing.
Right.
So
When a
you
man
know,
is a generalissimo.
and just so that you know, we've got probably
Why were you
anywhere from
pointing?
600 to
What
1,000 people per minute moving through this broadcast.
Oh.
So all they got to do
Yeah,
is click.
right.
All they got to do is click. So let's take a second and have everybody just sort of quickly introduce themselves. And, you know, because you're here to support Stan Lee, and the viewers out there want to know who everybody is. And let's go. You got the roving mic?
I'm Tina Sco. I'm 1/3 of the Sco Triplets. I'm also Stan Lee's fan. So I'm here to support you, and I don't know how he doesn't have 1 million followers yet, but I'm a musician, actress, and please go follow him.
Yep, hold on.
Is the mic not on?
Let me see. Let me make sure.
Is it on?
Oh, let me make sure.
Oh.
There you go.
Works better when it's on.
Volume.
No, I'm just saying I'm Stan Lee fan. Go follow him. I'm a musician, actress. I'm Tina Sco, 1/3 of the Sco Triplets.
All right.
She said it also. I'm Tina Sco. Thaisa Sco.
There's 3 of them. That means you have to follow 3 times. Yeah, it's your turn.
Hey, I'm Alison Haislip. Someone said, "Is that Alison Haislip?" It is Alison Haislip.
All right. Very good.
Oh, look, Stanley's a pimp.
I'm a big fan of Stan. I hook you up with everything, and I love it. Let's get him to 1 million people. 1 million followers.
1 million.
And I'm Stan, and I'm not budging from this position. I never had a better time. All these girls.
Look at Todd McFarlane. He's holding
Todd,
up.
are you still there?
He
Good
says
to see
900,000 followers. Bieber does that once a week.
You have to take a picture of Stan sleeping in Brazil, right?
Who are
All
you?
right, and introduce yourself.
I'm Bridget Silvestri. I'm the wife of Marc
work.
Silvestri. But before we go to him, it's all about this guy, Stan the man.
Hey, don't
So
get him
please-
mad at me. He's bigger than I am.
I'm right between you. I'll keep you safe.
This couple is one of the great couples that I know. They're talented. They're beautiful. He's taller than I am. I hate him.
Stan, we're all taller than you are. Hi, I'm Marc Silvestri from Top Cow Productions. I'm the husband of Bridget Silvestri. And you know what? I'm sorry, 900, how many? 920? That's too many
Measly.
followers.
The
for
word
Stan.
measly precedes that.
We need some followers. And by the way, Todd McFarlane is on screen right now.
Dean
And-
Cain just showed up. We've got Dean Cain, Todd McFarlane, Doug Jones.
It is.
McFarlane obviously has nothing better to do.
Why are we not over 1 million right now? Come on.
Todd looks like a psychopath. Look at him.
Hi, Todd.
All right.
Hey, how are you guys doing today?
I'm Katie Jarrell. I host the world's greatest tribute bands on Access TV. That's Mark Cuban's network. And Mr. Dean Cain actually co-hosted an episode.
Dean
with
is still
me.
there. Hiya, Dean. How
Yes,
are
sir.
you? I admire your tenacity.
Right.
Todd
I tried.
McFarlane.
Stan the Man Lee, Todd the God McFarlane. Wow.
Hey, we've got some great people here, let me tell you. Oh, this is terrific. And I know all of you are going to now click and get me up to the million so I can go home and have
Yeah,
dinner.
you got to click Stanley's Twitter.
There's
Yeah,
one more guy.
There's
one more guy.
Who's over there in the corner?
Have we done it?
I'm sitting on a couch right now, but normally you see me sitting on a horse. So.
Yes, Old Spice.
That's right.
The Old Spice guy.
Isaiah, Mustafa, Dean, how you doing over there? I can see
Isaiah,
you.
good to see you.
Good to see you too, buddy. Some people say I look like Luke Cage. I'm not sure. What do you think?
You are Luke Cage.
Okay, you heard it here first.
On a horse.
You see that?
I would applaud, but I'm not going to let go of these girls.
So wait, let me recap here. We're going for 1 million Twitter followers. We're smelling great now. We got Old Spice in the house.
Yes.
We've got Todd McFarlane, Dean Cain, Doug Jones, cats and dogs playing together. Look at that.
Todd, Mark, and Robert
That's
Kirkman.
Robert Kirkman for anyone
From
who
The
can see
Walking
Todd.
Dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's there too. Hey, for
love, he
goodness
says.
sake. If this doesn't get us 1 million, nothing will. I would give up.
Sweet Christmas, what a stream.
I don't like having celebrity friends who are more celebrated than I. We're going to talk about this later, Jace. Get me a few nobodies to be here, right? So that
here,
I'll be
right
the
here.
shining star.
Right, yeah. Nobody said. No. Click Stanley's Twitter, follow him now.
Didn't you do Witchblade?
Hey,
Yes, actually we did.
Some nobody. He only did the TV show Witchblade and the comic
Witchblade,
book Witchblade.
comic book
and a
Witchblade.
million other things.
And a million other things, but I don't have that many followers. So,
We haven't been going anywhere.
come on.
Yeah, go somewhere.
So we're
Yeah, see, I move around a lot. That's
Yeah.
why I get followers.
and it's a,
Keep clicking.
that's it. It's a terrible thing for you not to have 1 million followers. It's travesty.
so we are here
Witchblade.
Witchblade.
in
The
the
thing is,
last
when you-
moments of this broadcast with Stan's presence. Do you understand? This is the only time the public has been able to log in online live and talk to Stan. And bonus, Dean Cain, Todd McFarlane, Doug Jones, Isaiah, everybody's here.
What do we need to do?
I-
Let us know
exactly.
What do we need
exactly
to
what
do?
we need to do right now
To
to
get
make
him
a
1
million. What do we need to do? When I say we, I mean them.
We have to.
Okay?
We have to.
No.
Yeah!
Can you know how many unfollows there would be? You'd be down to like 2.
Just keep clicking.
Just keep.
Just
you know
keep-
what? All of you who are watching, please tweet out that this needs to be that Stan needs to be followed. Please post to your Facebooks. Make the magic happen. We've got
Live tweet.
we got important people taking
Yeah, I
time
gotta
out of
like
their
tweet
important
right
day.
now.
Exactly.
Hey, Jace,
We all.
I know how we'll make them do it. If you don't get me up to 1 million, you're going to have to endure more programs like this later on. You're going to have to sit through this sort of thing again when you could be out having fun and doing important stuff.
How many
So
times can I
hurry up,
follow you?
Get me the 1 million. And that's
Come on.
the only way we're going to get rid of Marc Silvestri.
Otherwise, I'm staying.
Someone wants Isaiah Mustafa to take off his shirt.
That was me. That was me. That was me. I just tweeted that. Yeah.
Or Katrina,
Hey,
that's fine.
You guys want to see what happened when Stan punched me the other day?
Let's see it.
Punched you.
Oh, not your ass again. Oh, what?
Oh, wow.
That's because you didn't follow him on Twitter.
My God.
It hardly hit me, too.
Stan, what was that about?
That what?
I don't know.
Is that a hickey? Was that a hickey on your stomach right there?
From an
What the hell
elephant.
was that? Jesus.
See, my problem is I don't see as well as I used to. So to me, there's just a lot of colors and moving images there.
That's, you know what, you're better
I
off.
assume some of them are people. I hope some of them. I hope some of them are people.
Todd McFarlane, he showed a giant bruise on the side of his side there.
Todd McFarlane is not a people, so he doesn't count. Nobody knows what the hell Todd McFarlane is.
There he is. What is this? Spidey.
Everybody smiles. Somebody's taking up.
He can't even spell.
Oh!
What happened?
It
Oh.
said Spidex and it said Spawn.
Oh.
This is
He'll
a simple
advertise
change.
that thing anywhere.
The best self-promoter I've ever met in my entire life. Todd McFarlane. Yeah. What's with your tooth, dude? You're missing one. What is that?
Perfect. I was eating dinner before I came on.
What do you eat? Are
Todd,
you
a
eating
real
rocks?
good friend, would have spent a couple of bucks and come up here to be here in person. Boy, not you.
Oh.
Not you.
Stan.
I guess we're lucky you even went to wherever the hell you had to go to get this picture taken.
Hey, Stan, Dylan Strickland has a question for you.
What if I don't know the answer?
You might know the answer.
I'll be embarrassed.
That's why we're here, Stan.
All right,
we got your
hit
back.
me with it.
He says Eminem has said he's a big fan of comic books, and he's wondering, have you ever met Eminem before?
No, I never have, and it's his loss.
My goodness.
Where the hell is he? Why doesn't he phone a guy? Knock on a door, do something.
Can you all tweet Eminem right now and tell
Yeah.
him Stan Lee is live asking why Eminem has made a call to him?
Yeah, I'm pretty upset.
My goodness, let's get
And
Eminem.
you don't want to upset me, boy. You know what I'm like. Don't make me mad. I turn green.
Oh, yes.
Any other questions?
Well, we've got some that we've answered. Fat Boy says, of all your comic book heroes, which one is your favorite?
Probably
Superman.
What did he say?
Superman.
Hey, wait a minute. I
That
want
wouldn't
to
surprise
tell
me.
you all something. Do you know how DC Comics is missing a bet? Can you imagine in their next movie, if they had a cameo by me, nobody would believe it. Everybody would have to go to see that movie. They are so foolish not to give me a cameo. So
I
after
agree.
you finish voting for me,
It is.
call DC and tell them what idiots they are.
You are the new
A lot
Batman.
of stuff to help
Yeah,
Stan.
he's the new
Well-
Batman.
He's a bully.
Yeah, right?
Stan, this is a bigger question. Joker Man wants to know, what is your view of the direction of the comic book industry? Do you think that the characters are being rebooted too many times and you're losing the core of the characters? Or, do you think that this is all just good and a natural thing?
When you've been doing characters for more than 5 decades, you've got to come up with new ideas to keep people's interest. And these guys are clever as hell. They do come up with things that you talk about, and you say, oh, how could that be Spider-Man in Doc Ock's body, or vice versa, whatever the hell it is. And it makes people talk about it. It makes people read the book. But if they did the same old story over and over again, you'd get bored with it. So I think they're doing a great job. I think they're clever as hell. Oh, sure, I might have done even better, but they're doing pretty good.
All right.
My modesty is the thing I'm most known for.
Reports are coming in that the audience is tweeting Eminem as we speak.
Right there.
Hey, let's find some other people that they can tweet also. How about Robert Downey Jr.? I haven't
tweet
seen
him.
him in days.
Yes.
It's amazing the way he took my personality and used it to play Iron Man, and he did a good job.
Look
too.
at what Todd McFarlane is having.
There he is.
A spider.
There he is.
Hey,
What is it? A sculpture?
It was about 6 feet big. It was a sand sculpt I just did in Santa Barbara about a week ago.
He made a sand sculpture in Santa Barbara a week ago that's about 6 feet big.
Yeah, how much did you sell it for? And why didn't I get my cut?
Nothing's free with this guy. He learned that from you, didn't he?
You're right.
Hey, can we bother Biebs too? The Bieber?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
Can we bother
tweet
him?
Justin Bieber and say Stan's coming for him.
Because he's like,
we love you, Stan.
Todd, I want to tell you, I really appreciate you being here and stealing my thunder and getting all of the attention yourself and ruining my show the way you did. But it was nice of you to make that try, and please don't ever call me again.
All right. I'm sorry to say.
On that high note,
we have kept Stan far beyond the time that he's already late at this point.
you know how many women are waiting for me outside, and you're keeping me here?
So we are going to have to bid Stan adieu and demand that you instantly follow Stan on Twitter.
Do it.
I want to thank all of our celebrity visitors and guests, the ones who've Skyped in, Todd, Doug, and Dean. Thank you so much for showing support for Stan. And please, just because Stan's leaving and going home to his mansion, all the celebrities can still stick around and we can hang out, play video games, and talk and stuff. But please, keep having people follow Stan's Twitter. Tell your friends, tell your family, demand
It's very urgent. It really is. Like a matter of life and death.
Seriously.
And before you go, I got to say one thing. First of all, thank you very much for arranging this case.
Oh,
You did
we
your
love it.
usual mediocre job.
Oh.
And I want to also say, Excelsior!
It's the Comic Book Show! Yeah!
Brought to you by
Hype.